Shulman. We've been hearing, we haven't been always on his mat, but a big thrower. But I have to say that most of the Israeli team come out well prepared, and every one of them can throw. Every one of them.
It's early days for the 21-year-old Shulman. This is his fourth outing at a Grand Prix. His best finish has been 7th earlier this year in Linz. That was back in May when he finished in 7th place.
Yeah, again, one of the youngsters really coming up levels and finding himself in a Grand Prix medal match. European World Cup medal matches, no, and you know, so a big step up. You know, it is a big step up.
I think what impressed the Israelis, or what first caught their eyes, they sent him to the Youth Olympic Games back in 2018, and he finished 5th there. So they then put him into the cadet and junior program. He finished 5th at the European Youth Olympics. Pretty much flew out at the cadet World Championships under 23s. What's strong for this? Saikomi? No.
Well, he just managed there. There was a bit of a scramble, wasn't it, to avoid that?
But he's just making his way. I think he's 3rd in the list for Israel. His teammate, who we're going to see in the upcoming contest, Jan Volchak, heads him. And he's at 63 on the
Oh, he's got the arm.
world ranking.
Now then, did he get it? I'm not so sure. I mean, that was a quick mate there. Wasn't far off. That was on, definitely on. I mean, he's having a word with him, but I mean, I don't even know why it was the mate. I need to see it again, but you know, but that was well and truly on that, Juji.
I wonder if they were pretty close to the edge of the mat. That had something to do with it, just the position, and whether he had it on already.
Certainly Shulman doing all the work here. YILDIZ has to get back, it has to get into this.
Well, I couldn't see Neil, so I can't really say. Volchak is up at 27. Kokolaev is at 37, Shulman at 63, and then after that you've got another chasing group.
It'd be a good result for Israel, this. Always putting their youngsters out, and well, you've got to say that that's what wins through in the end, because you expose them to this kind of experience. This will be absolutely, every second he's out there is he's gaining real experience. It's not always a good experience, of course, but this is competitive. That makes it good.
Yeah, how much of a Satemi was that?
Yeah, I didn't think, I thought exactly the same there. The hands weren't there, were they?
He just straight to the arm, straight to, you know, engage him in there. I've got no problem with that. It's just that the rule is
you've got to attack it.
Yeah, and there it is.
Gets it, yeah.
Sorry.
I think they had a look at that, didn't they? And just said, well, no.
That's not true.
been doing too much work with these referees, commissions, you know.
I mean, he's tidy. He's a nice, tidy player, Shulman, and the desire to go into Newas I like, but there's a route, and your route has to be a failed attack from YILDIZ or a genuine attack from yourself that fails that you then take over into Newas. What you can't do is say, I fancy some Newas, I'm going to have a sit down, a cursory throw out of the leg. I'm not even interested in throwing, I just want to engage you in Newas and then expect that to continue. That's not how we do it. But anyway, he's got the penalty against them. I thought for a moment that they were going to let that pass, but I couldn't let it go without mentioning it. There you go. Failed attack from YILDIZ.
Yeah,
now here's your chance.
It's absolutely different approach.
Couldn't keep the leg to keep him down.
So far, YILDIZ hasn't done anything for me. I mean, Shulman, okay, so some of his techniques not absolutely brilliant, but at least he is going forwards.
YILDIZ is not interested in leaving that arm anywhere near Shulman. He's not even looking to defend. He's up and he's out of there. You can see he keeps his feet up. I'm not going to ground here. Go again. Shulman's just got to be careful that he doesn't fall into the trap of waiting too long to take advantage of a failed attack from YILDIZ, because if YILDIZ puts in 2 or 3, that'll be the end of it, and that's not a bad one. He was never going to throw him, but it was strong enough for Shulman to have to block it, and that makes it a valid attack. Got to step up now. This has been pretty clever. Oh,
Did that
gets
go against
caught.
the arm?
Yeah.
I thought that went against the arm there. They might have a look at that. I mean, he scored an ippon there, but YILDIZ, if he threw with an arm lock on, and they will have a look at it. I'm sure they will.
Well, let's have a look at how he executes this technique. I think it was legally executed, and going over the arms cross, and he's in pain with one arm on the other.
Traps it up.
Now I'm not saying he didn't have some pain. He might have some serious pain, but he trapped both the arms and went across rather than going across the elbow. I think it's probably
he's holding his arm as well on the way off.
Well, he probably hurt himself as well, because it was an unusual execution, wasn't it?
The first arm lock that he got put on.
Yes, an unusual execution. Here we go. Oh no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this goes against the right. He's done that earlier. Remember when it worked?
He moved into it, and that's why he's got away with it, because he starts off underneath the armpit, and then the movement of him going over straightened the arm, so by accident. So that's why he's got away.
YILDIZ of Turkey, who wins the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 60 kilo category. 5th place finish for Ariel Shulman. I'm quite impressed with Shulman, actually. Judo club Medvegrad. Welcome to them. Right, the second of the bronze medal contest now features Yam Volchak of Israel. He goes up against Theo, RAOUL, HEBRARD of France. It will be Volchak in the white judogi, HEBRARD in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia.
There's your prime example there of somebody that's never been anywhere near a Grand Prix Grand Slam before. RAOUL HEBRARD of France. Interesting to see, you know, or to hear from the French, just to see what they're thinking of it is. But maybe he's a junior. I know you're going to find out for me.
Yeah, ranked 132 on the world ranking list. He's 25. actually, so he's been around for a little while. This is his second appearance in a Grand Prix, and I think he's been to one Grand Slam. That was probably in Paris.
They don't mind absolutely putting them out there, do they? You know, because it's all about blooding them, and I mean that in the metaphorical sense, of course. But here we go. HEBRARD, good Ippons earlier on in the day, and here he is now fighting for a medal.
Well, he's done extremely well to get into this position, because this is a field that has a lot of experienced athletes in the weight category. And as Neil was saying, he really isn't in the same kind of experienced group at this level. Only second Grand Prix appearance, and having only appeared once in a Grand Slam, so his third visit to the IHF World Tour.
I like the style of Wolsak, very upright, and then drops right the way underneath, but it looks really strong. His attacks look really strong. Back up onto his feet very quickly. Doesn't stay down there. A lot of people, when they drop underneath for the Siatoshes, stay down there. Shido for HEBRARD.
Is only 20. He's the highest rank of all the Israelis in the under 60 kilo category, so he's the one in the driving seat. Hasn't medalled at a Grand Prix before.
No, great opportunity for him, breakthrough. And I mean, he's first into the attack here all the way through this, and Shido apiece. Sure what he got his Shido for there. What was it? Gripping infringement, I think. Can't be for not attacking.
You see again, when that works, that turns okay, but when it fails, you're going to end up going against
onto that arm. Second Shido there for HEBRARD. So he's got to do something now. He knows that if this carries on as it is there, nice change of direction there from Wolsak. And that's a Kochi this time. Another couple of attacks, this is all going to be over, because he's just beaten him to the attack every single time. He doesn't need those, does he? He absolutely didn't need that. He just needs to stand up, do what he has been doing, Wolsak, all the way through. Positive attacks, right the way underneath. There's the Kochi again, and that was the get out of jail card there for HEBRARD. Now that's absolutely gone against the run of play there. There's a minute to go, And, well, HEBRARD has just dropped underneath him for a Sianagi. He literally was all over him. Literally all over him. It reminds me of a situation. Look at this. Ippon Sianagi or Siatoshi, and he just drives forwards there and manages to take him onto his side for a score. And it reminds me of somebody that coming out in a boxing analogy and just out punches himself, really, just keeps attacking, nothing left.
Well, Volchak trails here with 20 odd seconds left to go. And HEBRARD perfectly happy to stay down there and burn up some of the remaining time on the clock. Indeed, he's got the Osaikomi.
8 seconds left on the clock there, and he just turns him into the Osaikomi there. Just needs the 10 seconds to add a Wazari to his Wazari from a throw. And both the Israeli fighters and the coaches will be disappointed. 2 chances of a medal, and it was never to be. It wasn't going to be today. Not at 60 kilograms anyway. I think those world ranking points. I mean, first medal of any kind in a Grand Prix Grand Slam there for HEBRARD. And that's why they've sent him, got to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and bronze medalist of the Grand Prix 60-kg category, representing France, Theo.
Pojedynki oswajać brązowy medal kategorii do 60 kg. Ukłamam judoju predstavnik Francuske Theo.
Yeah, for a while, it looked like Volchak was going to take the contest. In the end, however, this man, came through to not steal it. He came up with a good technique to put the score on the board, and after that, well, Volchak was playing catch-up, wasn't he?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he didn't steal it, but he did just enough, didn't he? That Sianagi there, or Siatoshi, should I say, just absolutely drives him into the tatami. Feet and hands, everything working together to get the score.
Come now to the final of the under 60 kilo category. Ahmad YUSIFOV of Azerbaijan goes up against Dilshot KHALMATOV of Ukraine. It'll be YUSIFOV in the white judogi, KHALMATOV in blue. There's a look at the world rankings, and it'll be back to you with that. Let's take a look at the route to the final. Barasa Lopez, Koga, Weitzenegger and RAOUL HEBRARD were down by YUSIFOV. It was Merlan, Talibov, Menendez and YILDIZ who were defeated by KHALMATOV on his route to the final. The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland. Is Neil.
Well, it's 48 and 14 respectively there, and YUSIFOV 48 in the world rankings, KHALMATOV 14, and similar styles these two. It should be an interesting little exchange here. And like I say, the interesting thing is that a lot of these guys never fought each other, haven't fought each other. So actually we're seeing fresh matchups, which is interesting, which I think is why we've got a good final block on our hands. Often when they fought each other a few times, and we get that a lot on the World Tour, some of the guys, I mean, they're so used to each other, they know each other so well, like fighting a teammate. Immediately onto the sleeves here. One had the dominant grip and the other one had well, yeah, it was one each. Difficult, isn't it? Who shall I give the Shido for? Who should we wake up? But referee says let's wake them both up.
Both up.
Not getting a chance to even start the turn. Looking for Sianagi, but can't even start the rotation.
Up on his feet quickly after that little thinking about some variation of Kataguruma. Up and out of there fairly quickly.
It's difficult, isn't it? You don't know whether take the chance, go for it, or whether they're just afraid to take the chance in case they lose it.
KHALMATOV caught YUSIFOV in the mouth by accident. He holds out an apologetic hand to the Azeri, but having already caught him in the teeth. YUSIFOV was not that pleased.
Just one penalty in it so far. Just doing enough. It's not an open match, not what I call an open match, this one. Neither one of them taking any big chances. Oh, Sarigari, that was the closest. Well, if the second penalty goes up, then it's going to really liven it up, I tell you, because then one more mistake and it'll be over. Bit of a neutralisation here of styles. See how they're really low on the sleeves there. I mean, pushing the sleeve down like that, not doing anything, not attacking. Should be Shido, I think.
Penalty for gripping inside.
Yeah, inside. Well, like I say, sometimes it's so close, and
Only they
they
can
might
see
say,
it.
"Well, yeah, that's it."
That's the second penalty picked up by KHALMATOV. They've taken that off for KHALMATOV now. Second penalty.
Well, I think perhaps they could have given one each, couldn't they? You know, perhaps. But anyway, better not for either. I mean, neither one of them has done any more than the other one. Well, it says next point wins there. It means any throw will win. A couple of penalties need to go up on the board, though. I thought it would be a bit more open, this match. That was the closest. Cianegi there. There, and KHALMATOV took the chance. Took Barani out, he didn't use his head, so but there's a second Shido now up on the board for YUSIFOV. Oh, now then. Well, they were locked up there. Just that 1 second there, they were locked up, ready to go, and he's kind of waiting for it there, YUSIFOV. Needs to take a chance. It's a side by YUSIFOV. KHALMATOV then replies with that Smigesh again. Well, this match is there to be won now. Either one of these could steal it. KHALMATOV started that one off with the Ashiwaza. YUSIFOV fires back. Depending on who wants it most here, there's going to be a Shido in a second. If they're not careful, and it will decide the final, which bit of a shame. They've just absolutely neutralized each other. And he wants to win it that way, doesn't he? Like KHALMATOV, he just trying to pin his sleeves down, his opponents, so that they both get penalties and then he can win the match. and they're not going to do it. They are going to do it. All right, so YUSIFOV. Second Shido goes up to KHALMATOV, and YUSIFOV gets a third one. So, well, his plan worked, didn't it?
It's hard to impress your coach.
Yeah.